most excited about getting your hooks into this show? What was the thing that kind of creatively stirred you up?
Creatively, it was playing a detective that's a rookie, that's inexperienced, and that grows. Having the opportunity for him to grow per episode. There's been a lot of procedural shows where you have a detective who has it figured out. He's been on the force for so long. But you get to kind of watch this guy make mistakes, be naive, insecure, and he's kind of the odd man out at the police station. So I think the most fun has been balancing him growing and maturing and getting comfortable in those shoes as a detective.
How much of his backstory do you know going into it? Were you given pretty detailed information about who this guy is?
Well, all I knew is that they told me that they wanted a vibe of like Cleavon Little and like Shaft, and so it was more a vibe. I got more of a vibe, less about his background. I knew he was a rookie, and that's what I kind of really sucked my teeth into. It was like, because I was on this show called Breakout Kings on A&E. Oh, thanks. Yeah. And so when I was on that, working on that show, I watched a lot of A&E shows, and I watched a lot of First 48. And the First 48s, you can see so many rookie detectives. So I rewatched them and looked at them. I mean, your first day on the job, everybody they make their mistakes and they have like a learning curve. And I think just playing with that, But I think of episode 4, you do find out a little bit about his backstory, what led to him being a detective, and you get to watch him and Liv's relationship grow from there.
Do you like him being the odd man out? He doesn't know she's a zombie. Do you like him thinking she's a psychic, or do you hope that he's going to learn the truth?
I like it because they're both odd men out. She's going. He thinks. I don't think he'll ever figure out she's a zombie. I think he's reserving the fact of your emo goth. When I first got the role, I Googled emo because I didn't know what that was. I knew what goth was, but I didn't know what emo was. So I gave a Google search on emo. I'm like, that's Liv. I'm like, people. It's usually dark hair, but they got the white hair, and I'm like, so he thinks he pegged her. That's your fashion. This is what you listen to emo punk, and to each his own. That's fine. In terms of the zombie thing. Unless he smells brains on her breath or something, but I don't think he knows what brains smell like, and plus he covers it up with, hot sauce and things, so I don't think he'll ever figure out the zombie aspect, but I think what really connects him is the fact that he's an odd man out at the police station, and she's also an odd person out just in society, and then being a psychic on top of that, so I think that's what connects them.
Is that what you like most about playing that relationship? I mean, they're so fun to watch together and try and figure out. So what do you? Is that what you love most about it?
I love that part. I love that part. We both have the same goals in mind. In mind. We both. She found a new purpose. In terms of bringing these murder victims, killers to justice, and getting something out of that. Obviously, I don't know if she eats their brains and she gets to inherit their personalities and characteristics and learn from that. But I have the same goals with other factors for my own personal reasons, for his own personal reasons. But I think it's fun playing with that.
I mean, obviously, what she provides for him is useful and helpful, but will people around him continue to question, him using her?
Yeah. I think Clive, there was a monologue in the pilot where he said he believes in psychics. He goes, my great aunt Debbie was a psychic. She predicted the sex of 9 of my cousins. And so he confides and he tells Liv that in the pilot. So he believes in psychics. He says, so if someone said, that's not true, or whatever like that, he goes, well, my great aunt, I'm telling you, it's real. you know, and maybe she'll be introduced in the season somewhere. I don't know, but he believes it. But you know, but we'll see. We'll see.
Rob is one of those special writer producers that has a very passionate fan following of his own that were interested in the show coming in. Is that an interesting experience for you to kind of be a part of a show like that comes in almost pre-sold to a certain fan base?
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, I think what's real interesting about it is just, you know, obviously it's great to go into something that has support behind it and that has people, a lot of positive energy behind it, and people rooting for it, really rooting for it before it comes out. So just kind of be a part of that has been, it's been great. It's been great, and getting to learn, you know, meet the Veronica Mars fans and Party Down fans, you know, and it's just a great, I mean, obviously supportive fan base because they funded the movie, you know, and so just to kind of be ingratiated into that has been awesome.
So given how the supernatural element of the show is kind of like slowly expanding, becoming like more and more prevalent, how do you think that your character is going to be able to stay out of that and stay ignorant?
He doesn't actually. In this, Clive starts to start getting pulled into the serialized aspect of it. It's always right underneath his nose. How long will it stay underneath his? I don't know. You know, I really don't know. But I think there's no way he can, you know, because the world is not like it is a supernatural world, but we do have like the Night of Living Dead DVDs. You know, I'm sure Liv probably watches The Walking Dead when she goes home. You know, so it's like, you know, it's grounded in our reality in a sense. So there's no way I would think if she says, you know what, I'm a zombie and I eat brains. Like, how would I process? Like, he wouldn't really process that because zombies aren't known to function. So, but if he, you know, so it's gonna be. I don't even know if Clive can handle that. So actually, I don't know how much. I have no idea.
Well, do you think that he, in some, like, in his subconscious, he knows he's just choosing to kind of overlook it? Yes, you said that's the aunt factor and the belief, but like, she didn't look like his aunt. Like, his aunt didn't look like that.
Yeah.
And so, and do some of that stuff and react the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you think that he's kind of consciously letting it go and passing over it in order to just get the job done?
Yeah, you know, I'm interested to see what happens when he becomes more confident at it. You know, I think it's more of as he becomes more successful, where he you know, where maybe he'll get to a point where he go, I think I got this. I think I got this without you. You know, which happens, you know, here and there, you know, throughout the rest of the season. But maybe I think that's something to be seen.
I love the interactions between the two of you. I think it's like the perfect little team.
Yeah.
You tolerate her, like it's like a brother-sister type.
Yeah.
Annoyance, but at the same time, oh no.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that dynamic. How long did it take you guys to just kind of
We we always talked about the progression of their relationship. You know, we were like, they're not really friends in the first episode, the second episode. At what point do they become friends? You know, which changes the dynamic completely. And there's a point, you know, there's a point in the season where that happens, and for me, it strengthens the dynamic, you know, going forward. But they're more like buddies right now and helping each other out. Like episode 3, you know, Clive wasn't even on that situation. She brung him into this whole entire thing to put his career on the line, and it ended up being something that's really, really great for him, you know, and she created a lot of separation, So I think he's indebted to her because of that, because she didn't have to do that, you know. But I think when you see them become friends, you know, it'll be the dynamic is very, very strong after that. It's stronger.
Great. Thank you.
Thank